Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about Guild Wars 2. So if you don't know what Guild Wars 2 is, it's an MMO that released in I think 2015 and it's my go-to MMO of choice. And they recently just announced an expansion and released an expansion known as Path of Fire, which is the second expansion for the game, and it adds a ton of new content. So some of you who may have come to my streams know that I am an ArenaNet partner, which means I'm partnered with the company that makes Guild Wars. And I did that because I fell in love with the game ever since I started playing it. I've been playing it for about 2.5 years now, almost 3. And I've played so many different types of content in it. I've played practically everything. And it's a really cool game. But the point of this video is to talk about the expansion. So the expansion is called Path of Fire. It's the second expansion for the game. And it's pretty good. It adds a ton of new story content, a ton of new maps. And most importantly, it adds mounts, which is something that Guild Wars has never really had. They released gliding with the Heart of Thorns expansion, which was the first expansion for the game, and that let you fly around the map, but only by gliding. In Path of Fire, they give you mounts. So there are different mounts that do different things, and they're very map specific. So you get a raptor, which can move very quickly, but it can also do like a burst jump forward. You get the Springer, which lets you jump really high. You get the Skimmer, which lets you glide along the water and also like boost forward. And you also get the Jackal, which can let you blink forward at different points and also go through sand portals to get to places a lot easier. So these mounts were kind of the primary reason why people were really looking forward to Path of Fire, along with being able to visit some of the Guild Wars 1 areas, such as the Crystal Desert. In my opinion, it is brilliant. I have finished the entire storyline for the expansion, and honestly, it was a massive improvement compared to Heart of Thorns. The storyline was super well written, it was really interesting and engaging. You really felt like you were getting to know the characters a lot better than you did with, say, Heart of Thorns. And the other good thing was that after you finish the story, you actually can access other areas of the maps. So it comes with, I think, 5 maps, and in those maps there are areas that you can't get to without getting a certain mount. But after you finish the story, you can also access certain other areas as well. And there are some really cool places to go and visit. I'm not going to show any of them because I would consider that a spoiler personally. So if you want to see those maps, I highly recommend you just go and play the expansion and finish the story. But it's really cool to see that even after you finish the main storyline, there's loads of areas that they don't take you to in the story that you can go and then explore yourself. So that's why I really enjoyed Path of Fire. The other reason is, of course, the mounts are really fun to get, they're really fun to upgrade. They did a really good job this time of not gating the content behind the mastery system. So if you don't remember, in Heart of Thorns, a lot of the story was blocked behind getting a specific mastery, whether that was getting bouncing mushrooms or getting poison protection. There were a lot of things that were gated behind the mastery system. Whereas in Path of Fire, with the mounts, you're earning a lot of XP very quickly from all of the different heart quests, and because they're repeatable every day, you're never really going to have issue trying to get them. Whereas in Heart of Thorns, once you'd done them, you'd basically done them with very few exceptions. So they've done a really good job of making sure that you can still get to all of the content you want without being locked behind it. And some people may see that as a bad thing, as it being ArenaNet making it too easy for players, but in my personal opinion it was pretty well done. And it meant that I could really enjoy the story. I think I managed to finish the story across 3 days, maybe 4, and that was only playing for a couple of hours, so it's definitely possible to get through it at a reasonable point. But they did an incredible job, in my opinion, of the story. The maps are amazing, even the instance areas look phenomenal, and it's so much easier to navigate than in Heart of Thorns. So I'm really hoping that for Living World Season 4, we can go to more areas of Alona and maybe even Cantha if they want to let us. But I'm really interested to see how the story continues because they left it on such an incredibly good note for Path of Fire that it's going to be very, very, very difficult for them to keep it at that same standard that they've got it to now. Anyway, that's my thoughts and feelings on Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. If you'd like to support the channel and you have Guild Wars but maybe you haven't played the expansions, there is a link in the description below. That is my referral link, so if you use that and then you purchase either of the expansions, either Heart of Thorns or Path of Fire, that will help support the channel and help me continue creating content. I do plan to do a few more videos covering Guild Wars 2 in the future. Haven't decided how I'm going to do those yet, but I do have plans for it, and once I get around to it I will release them here. So thank you for coming along, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.